Ground control to Major Tom. Parking the space shuttle. Open the hatches. All right, Jill, we made it into space. Can you believe it? Well, if you're saying something, I can't quite make it out. I guess because space is a vacuum and we forgot to hook up our radios. I'm sorry, Jill. Oh, so Ember, hi.
Yeah. Do you like my space skateboard?
Yeah, I'm amazed it works out here. Wait, how can I hear you if I can't hear Jill and space is a vacuum?
But I have a space skateboard.
Uh,
We're talking about the sixth UU source today.
that's right. 6UU Source that talks about the circle of life and the interdependent web of existence, nature.
Yes, the web of life. I think I just saw it while I was riding in over here. It's just right over here. Let's take a look.
Oh, oh,
That's the web of life, right?
uh, Ember, that's Charlotte's Web, which is a book that talks about nature and the circle of life, but it's not the whole web of existence that we're talking about.
Oh, I thought it looked. It says web on it. Wait,
I don't know.
What is Jill putting out?
Oh,
My dinosaurs are still out here.
it's nature. Ember, I told you not to make them space dinosaurs. No.
Colin, come in. Can you hear me? Colin, are you there?
Yes, you're coming in loud and clear this time, though amazingly, I could still hear you through the vacuum of space.
Well, like I told you, it's my space skateboard. I'm still riding it. Don't you see that I'm still in outer space?
Oh, yes. Oh, I see that. Well, now down here on Earth again, I'm using radio to get in touch with you now.
Yes. Well, I'm out here because I'm still looking for Jill in outer space. Our good friend Jill seems to have gotten lost in Lego Outer Space World.
Oh no, or maybe just exploring.
Oh, that's true. Maybe she made friends with the dinosaur that knocked the spaceship, and they're off exploring outer space together. I'm sure we'll see her soon for another video, though. But I feel like while I'm out here looking for her, we should still talk about the 6UU source. Colin, what exactly is the 6UU source?
The 6UU Source says that we turn to spiritual teachings of earth-centered traditions which celebrate the sacred circle of life and instruct us to live in harmony with the rhythms of nature.
So while this one talks about the circle of life, a term that lots of kids may know from The Lion King, one of the things that a lot of Unitarian Universalists talk about is the web of life, which is why we mentioned Charlotte's Web in the video.
That's right. You start to see the ways in which the sources and the principles kind of go together and complement each other. And so in some ways, if you want to live out the seventh principle, then the sixth source is a good place to turn for ways to do that.
Yeah, and what are some ways that we can get in touch with nature and be better connected to this web of life?
Well, I think it's really important in following this source to kind of pair it with the fifth source of the results of science. That's not the only way that people can get in touch with nature. Not everybody studies nature. But this source is really about the meaning making that we derive from nature as thinking creative humans. But sometimes if we're not careful to ground that in an understanding of nature, then our desire to personify and make characters and stories out of nature can lead us to misread nature as it is, as opposed to nature as we like to see it sometimes.
Well, and I think one of the things that comes to my mind when I think about being connected with nature in terms of being responsible is making sure that we're taking good care of the planet as well. That we are recycling and that we are not being wasteful and that we are using only what we need and not overusing the things of the world.
Absolutely. We have to be aware, whether you are an appreciator of the beauty of nature or not, there is just the simple fact that we're sharing this earth space and we have the ability to influence other people's experiences and resources there. And that's just something that we have to acknowledge, whether or not we are poetically moved by certain parts of nature over others.
Well, I appreciate this beautiful Earth here behind me, and it is quite the planet. So I will do my best to take care of it. Colin, thanks for journeying through space with me today.
Thank you for having me. It was bracing
Yes, I'm
to get
sorry
there.
that the dinosaurs that I created seem to be causing more and more trouble. Hopefully, they don't cause any more trouble in the future.
Yeah, I mean, it's an extraordinary strain of dinosaurs that could survive in space without any equipment.
The Lego World dinosaurs, they seem to have some special powers. So we'll see what happens with them in the future. Dun, dun, dun.